Hello everyone, I'm Daniel Sun from CKF Foundation, and I'll be going over love6 Logic 1 in Codingbat today. Let's look at the problem first of all. The number 6 is truly a great number. Given two int values, a and b, return true if either one is 6, or if their sum or difference is 6. And there's a note saying the function math absolute value num computes the absolute value of a number. And just to reiterate, absolute value just means like the positive version of a number. As in, like, if it was 3, it would just be 3. If it was negative 3, it would be 3. Okay, let's look at this problem a bit. And it is a logic question, as the section title suggests. And we need to look at a few different cases where it will return true. That's not how you spell that at all. And will return false. Let's get some conditions then. The problem, first of all, tells us return true if either one is 6. So by either one, they mean A or B. So how would you write this? You would write A is equal to 6 and B is equal to 6 here. And to look at the other ones is this, or if the sum or difference is 6. So the sum here is a plus b. So if a plus b is equal to 6, and difference, it will be a minus b is 6 or b minus a is 6, since both of those could give different answers. Now, this is where their note comes in, math that absolute value. Math that absolute value gives us the positive version of a number, so we could do math that abs and then a minus b equal to 6, and that would replace for both of those because it is absolute value. Okay, that should be all the cases for true, and let's go into false now. They don't give us any guidelines for false, but that's just because false is just the opposite of true, right? So it's just everything else. So basically it will be returning false in the end. And before that, we're gonna have whatever code we have here. Okay, let's implement this, where we could do this with single if statements or multiple if statements. I will do both. Let's do single if statement. Let's do multiple if statements first. If a is equal to 6, then return true. If b is equal to 6, return true. Next one is if a plus b, oops, not in there. If a plus b equal to 6, then we return true. And finally, if math that abs, a minus b, equal to 6, then we return true. Cool. And in all other cases, we would return false, and we don't need to put else's here because all these have returns in them. Let's test this out, and there we go. All of it's correct, and even like negative numbers here, where negative 4 minus negative 10 is 6, so it's true. So we know that even if it is negative, it works. It doesn't matter what kinds of number it is. It could be decimals. It doesn't even need to be ints, to be honest. Okay, let's do the same thing, but for multiple if statements. Actually, I shouldn't remove that entirely. I'm gonna make a copy and then put it down here. Okay. If we got rid of this, let's say we could do a is equal to b, a is equal to c, 6. And if we want to put this in one if statement, we could use or, as we had before. Or is basically just saying if either one is true or both is true, right? And then the thing about or is you could change them and the functionality doesn't change at all. Any of those could be true and they'll all be true. A plus b equal to 6. and math dot abs a minus b equals to 6. Oops, there we go. And then in here return true, and that should be it. And there's a different thing we could do where here's a neat little trick. If that's just like a Boolean statement, right? And we're returning true, if this is true, we could just return this. So what I'm saying is we just say return this statement and get rid of both of those, since if this is false, then we return false. If that's true, then we return true, right? So this is also a different way of writing this that just looks a tiny bit cleaner and makes the code a bit shorter too. Anyway, I'll copy this and put it down in the bottom. I can't type today. Okay, put that down in the bottom. And yeah, that's it for this code. Let's see if Python has it. Python also has it. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for here. I'll just write the shortest version. I'll say if a is equal to 6, or b is equal to 6, or a plus b is equal to 6, or in Python there's no math, just abs num. So abs a minus b equals to 6. Return this. It should give us all correct. Okay, that'll be it for today's video for love6 Java and Python, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. By the way, all the code will be in the description below.